This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to Stage 40, Issue 40, of building the Dodge Charger RT from Fanhome. This is one of my favourite parts of a build, when you get lots of parts that you had and assembled separately, and you get to combine them into one. Now, we're not fitting it to the car itself as yet, but we're putting the suspension wishbone things onto the rear axle. So yeah, it's going to be good. But first of all, as ever, we're going to look through the book. We're still looking at the Fast and Furious 3, Tokyo Drift. It looks a bit worse for wear, but yeah. Characters and things from that film. Twinkie helped out in Hans' workshop, preparing the cars before races. Yeah, did indeed. The Dodge 400 600, it doesn't look like a Dodge. It's very, very different. It's just an estate car as far as I can tell. I don't know. In the picture, a coupe version, sorry. Set it apart from the more basic Dodge Aries. Yeah, it's a car, but it's, yeah, even the front is not the same. I wouldn't look at that and say, oh yeah, that's a Dodge. But there we go. Right, so we're attaching the leaf springs to the axle. Not quite yet. I'm going to, we'll do that in a moment, but we'll have a look through the pictures first. And obviously, because we're dealing with suspension and shock absorbers, they're telling us how they work, which is always nice. I understand mostly how they work, but, it just balances out the ride, and it makes everything a little bit nicer for the comfort of the passengers, as well as, obviously, increasing power through the engine because the wheels are in contact with the road more often. That's it. That's that, and that is how it all works. So I shall clear the bench, I'll get the parts ready, and we'll get these things put together. Right, the parts provided this time include a new tool. This is for attaching the nuts. It's just a small spanner type thing. I don't need a lot of torque on it, so it's obviously not massive, but interesting that they've just provided it like that. We're not doing this one yet. We're starting with this one. The one that we built a while back. This is obviously the entire rear axle that we built before as well. Basically, that is going on there like that. We're attaching it in a myriad of ways. We're not using some of these parts until later, so I'll move those out of the way, the springs and the other half of the shock absorber. We're going to be using 2 of these for this, 2 of those for that. That one I think is that, and that's the tool that we'll be needing. So first of all, we're using an AM screw. A few AM screws in this bag. I don't know quite why all of them are there. I don't know that we're using that many of them this time around. Actually, we're going to be, no, these are, I don't know. So that's that. AM screw is going to be holding one of these onto there. This has got the L written on it because that's the one that's going on the left. That goes through that side and just like that. Bring the pieces with an AM screw. Still some movement there, so that's okay. It doesn't matter which way around that goes because it's round. So this is then attaching over there with an FM screw. Not that, they're the nuts. We're using those in a moment. Get a single FM screw out. So this is just sort of holding it in place while we're doing the rest of it. And I'm assuming the rest of it is the way that they're actually attached on actual cars. That's going through there. Like that. That's held in place quite securely, but not securely enough. because we're going to be using two of these U-shaped brackets with threads on the ends of them, and they're going that way around. So it basically goes around there, sticks up through two holes in that plate that we've just attached. Assuming I can get it lined up just right. Not the easiest of things to manipulate. Come on, you know you want to. You're almost there. I can feel you being almost in the right place, but not quite. So what I'm actually going to do is loosen that. I might need to rotate that a little bit. Might not have been quite right. There we go. That's that through there then. So I'm going to let go of that. Is it going to fall out? No, it isn't. I shall get out 4 of these nuts. And using the tool, so does it fit? It should fit just in there. And that will go in there just like that. And then that will go onto there. And we'll tighten down. I'm not going to tighten it fully. I'm just going to put it on there so I know it's attached, and do the same the other side. Yeah, come on. Not the easiest of tools to use, but better than just trying to use tweezers or something to do it. Got to get it the right way around and then get it in level rather than trying to put it in one side first. It doesn't work if you get one side in first because it's obviously quite a tight fit, quite a snug fit. Yeah, it might not, but there we go. They're just like that. Get the other side on there as well. Again, just get it on enough. Then we'll get the other side on through exactly the same. Bit of wiggle to get it where you need it to be. We'll pick up one of those. You can pick it up from there. Most of the way there. Get that started. Get the other one. Doesn't actually matter if it's completely flush on the tool, because we're only going to be getting it started on there anyway. So that's that. Then make sure that's level. Get all of these tightened down. Actually, before I tighten them down, I'm going to tighten down the middle screw again. Apparently disconnect that pipe by pushing it with my other finger. Back where it should be. Go. So that's that. I need to get all of these tightened up. I'm going to do them in pairs because obviously you want each side to be even. You don't want to pull on one side. So I get about the same amount of thread coming out the top of these nuts on each side. Get them snug. They don't need to be ridiculously tight, but it is holding parts together, so it's a good idea to get them comfortable, shall we say. Go, that's that. That's that one. Happy with that. Let's make sure that's now tight as well. Tighten that up a little bit more. That is that. I've got to do exactly the same on the other side. I'll do that off camera because there's no point in showing you another side exactly the same. Basically, that one is going on there just the same. I've got to attach that to that, and then those with the bolts through there. I'll get that done. We'll come back and have a look at it, and that should be the end of the build, I think, but we'll double check in just a moment. So yes, that was the end of that part of the build. That's that completed. I don't know why they're giving me so many FM and indeed the AM screws, because we only needed like 2 of each. A couple of spare bolt nuts, which is always nice. So the tool I shall keep for potentially using later in the build. I don't know for sure. And these parts, obviously, the springs will be going into the pistons, and they are going onto here, and that's going to act as the shock absorbery type thing. So I'll put those in there to not lose them. I don't know if we're going to do doing that next time or at some point in the near future, but hopefully very near future. So that's that. It's coming together. This will obviously be fitted to the bottom of the car very shortly, and we'll be continuing the build from there. So thank you very much for joining me. I shall see you very shortly for more of this or more of other part work builds that I'm doing. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.